afternoon. Welcome to the Solar Decathlon. We're here to give out architecture awards today up here in this magnificent auditorium. A beautiful place. We wanted the students to get as close to the Capitol as they could. Well, you're under it right now, so that's pretty close. I can't believe how close this competition is. You know, I started looking through the results and going into the individual contests. For anyone who's doing that on our webpage, it's pretty cool. But all week long now, even in this cloudy weather, these teams have been performing, you know, eating meals, cooking and washing dishes, washing clothes, drying clothes, tough one, running their refrigerators, which is all a part of appliances. And there's a four-way tie in that competition right now. Illinois, Maryland, Tennessee, Canada, and Middlebury and Tidewater are right behind them. It's just so close. They've been all making hot water. Amazingly, there's an eight-way tie. 8 teams have aced that competition so far, every test. That's a good indication that these are the most reliable houses we've ever had. Home entertainment is essentially an entire 19-way tie. There's only 6 points or 8 points between the top and the bottom in that contest. Amazing. And Comfort Zone has the most separation, but we all know it's been 90% humidity out here. I know you're keeping your places cool, but probably not all of you are struggling to get all that humidity out of your house. So it's an amazingly close competition, and you know, congratulations goes out to all of you for doing that. That's terrific. So before we get into the coveted Architecture Award, you just had some nice refreshments out there, and that's brought to you by Applied Materials. They're a proud sponsor of this event, and it's my distinct honor to introduce to you Mark Walker, who's the Managing Director and Global Community Affairs for Applied Materials. Mark?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. And Richard, thank you. It's just always an honor for Applied Materials to be part of incredible initiatives like this. A special thank you today to Senator Menendez and the great work that he does on behalf of all of us around solar and renewable energy, and Hal Conley. We appreciate all of those great efforts. Also delighted to be here with our great friends at SEIA, and you'll hear from their president in a little bit about that wonderful industry association that helps us move things forward in a very important manner in the U.S. You know, I'm excited about the Architecture Awards. I don't know about you. I've got a little bit of money riding on which housemate might win. I wish I knew the answer. Oh, we're not allowed to wager in. I'm sorry, but my hat's off. I didn't know how to express how proud we are of the work that you all are doing at Applied Materials with the houses, but the architecture is just superb with every one of them. Unfortunately, I can't afford to buy all of them, probably not even one, but it would be an honor to live in any one of your homes based on architectural style alone. And really, it's neat to see the energy that the Department of Energy creates around inspiring this next generation of innovators. For us at Applied Materials, that's really what it's all about, is helping you all achieve your dreams and aspirations and get this experience that you have and that you've gotten this past month. And you know, we know through watching the marketplace that solar innovations have really ramped up the last year or so, and they're continuing to progress. And we will see prices continue to drop, which will make them much more competitive in the environment. When that happens, just watch this thing take off, because it's going to really create jobs and opportunity for so many people. But we also know that it's not just the brightest minds from our students and from those of us in the industry today that will make this a reality. It's going to take an incredible partnership with government. And what we've seen around the world is government coming together with private sector to create the appropriate incentives to make the things that we all care deeply about a reality. So we would be remiss if we didn't say here, very near the halls of Congress, how important a role it is for government to continue to provide the appropriate incentives around deployment, around financing, around development, and the adoption and manufacturing of things right here in the United States. It delighted me to hear a couple of you who said, we partnered with an organization in our backyard who is manufacturing, and we're so proud that they chose to work with our university and our team. And we very much look forward to the day when more and more of us can say that, and it's going to take a strong partnership from all of us to do that. I will pause here and say congratulations to each of you. I'm really looking forward to hearing who the winning teams are today, and continue the great work. You are an inspiration for all of us. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Next, I'd like to introduce Ron Resch. He's the president and CEO of the Solar Energy Industries Association. SEIA helped coordinate this event that we have up here on the Hill. If it wasn't for them, we might not be here. And they're also a contributing sponsor to the event. So, Ron?
Thank you very much, Richard. You know, it looks like the sun has finally come out. It's ironic that we're actually inside below grade on what is probably the nicest day of the decathlon. And I often joke with Richard that the best way to break a drought in this city is to bring the Solar Decathlon into Washington. And that's unfortunately what's been the case these last couple of weeks. You know, in previous years, we've seen people out there with squeegees actually cleaning the modules and wiping off the dust. But I got to imagine everybody's house is squeaky clean, and those modules are performing perfectly this afternoon after the rain. So there is a bright spot after the rains go, is that your modules are clean and they're probably performing as well as they possibly could. As Richard mentioned, I run a group called SEIA, the Solar Energy Industries Association. We're the National Trade Association for Solar. What is a trade association? Well, it means we are your industry group that advocates on behalf of solar companies in the United States. It means we're advancing policy at the federal level. We're advancing policy at the state level. We're helping to open up markets in this country. We're helping to make sure that we have a level playing field with other energy technologies, that the incentives given to the oil and gas industry in the teens and the coal industry in the 30s and the nuclear industry in the 50s are also applied to the solar industry, that we had the opportunity to grow this industry based not on subsidies, but on access to markets. And that's absolutely critical, because as we look at this industry today, we are the fastest growing in the country. There's over 100,000 people employed in the solar industry in the United States alone, 5,000 companies, and most of those companies are small businesses here in the U.S. that are employing people. And when we look at how we're going forward, how we're going to make sure this industry is going to grow, a lot of that's going to require consistency in policy. I know it sounds kind of boring, policy. Well, we want to hear who actually won the award. But I do want to take a moment, because we are in the Capitol, to talk about policy, because it's absolutely critical. The energy industry is probably one of the most heavily regulated industries we have in this country. And unfortunately, in order for solar to compete, in order to put solar on your home in the United States, policy change needs to occur. In many places in the United States, you can't put solar on your house. You know why? Your homeowners association doesn't allow it. Or your utility has put in place regulations that prevent you from net metering or interconnecting into the grid. That is a fundamental barrier from competing in the electricity marketplace. How un-American is that? So what we're trying to do is advance policies to help open up these markets and just give every homeowner the right to go solar. And it's almost un-American to think that that's not the case today, but we're certainly working hard to change that. And as Mark pointed out, you know, the students here are doing an absolutely fantastic job, not only in the architecture, but in all of the performance measures. And my hat goes off to all of you. And when you're graduating from college, either later this year or next year, unfortunately, you're going to be entering into one of the most difficult job markets that this country's ever seen. And in particular, for your age group. The unemployment rate for your age group is the highest it's been since World War II. 45% of students from 16 to 29 are unemployed in this country. It's a crazy statistic, but unfortunately that's the state of America today. The great news, however, is that when you graduate, you will be graduating into an industry that is hiring, an industry that's creating opportunity, an industry that's welcoming your ingenuity and your ability to take concept and apply it in real commercial application. And so I think you guys have a greater opportunity than, frankly, anybody else who's graduating from college today. And we're going to keep that going, not just through the work we do at SEIA, but as the industry as a whole. And we're going to make sure that these new opportunities are available for all of you. And so I want to start today by pointing to one person that's really helping to create those opportunities for you. And, you know, it's ironic that we're talking about the Architecture Award because this gentleman is actually the architect of some of the best energy policy ever created in this country, and that's Senator Menendez. Senator Menendez comes from New Jersey. He's a member of the Finance Committee, and he has been a solar champion for as long as I've known him, both in the Senate and in the House, and before he even came to Washington. Just to give you a perspective, he has been a strong supporter of a program called the 1603 Treasury Program. May not mean anything to you, but when you're in the business, you'll realize this is the most effective policy, period, in advancing renewable energy in this country. He's also been an extremely strong supporter of trying to get manufacturing to locate here in the United States and supporting U.S. manufacturing with tax credits. Absolutely critical if we want to create those next generation factories in Michigan and Tennessee, Ohio, and certainly New Jersey as well. And then perhaps most importantly, he understands the fact that solar needs policy advancements in order for us to connect to the grid. And he introduced the Grid Access Act that creates direct standards, consistent standards for interconnection across the entire country, and to require retail net metering in all utility districts around the United States. Absolutely critical. And perhaps most important to everybody here, Senator Menendez took the lead in fighting to keep the Solar Decathlon in Washington down on the mall where the American public can see it and access it readily. You may not have known that, but we got kicked off the mall to the book fair. I mean, I don't know how many people are still using books. Most of it's for e-reader, but yes, we got kicked off the mall for a book fair. And so we're in a new location this year, which I think Richard's working out extremely well, and I congratulate you for finding it and pulling that together. But it was Senator Menendez who really made the effort to reach out to the Department of Interior and say, no, 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 we're not moving this out to a suburb in Virginia or Maryland. We're keeping it right here on the mall, and he did a fantastic job in making sure that So with that, I want to just take a moment to recognize Senator Menendez by giving him our 2011 SEIA Solar Leadership Award. And this isn't a one-off kind of thing. This is something that you could really look at his entire career and say Senator Menendez has been a leader in the solar industry for the last decade or more. And we certainly thank him for his leadership, and we look forward to continuing to work with him as we advance markets in the solar industry. So with that, I'd like to invite Hal Connolly up from Senator Menendez's office and present him with this award. Hal, congratulations. And before I turn the microphone over to Hal, obviously his boss is a great leader in solar energy, but as anybody will tell you, a boss is only as good as his staff. And Hal is truly one of the greatest leaders in clean energy in this country today through Senator Menendez's office. He has constantly been a strong advocate, fighting the tough fight against really almost impossible odds. And so as much as this award goes to Senator Menendez, it also goes to Hal for his leadership. So please help me thank Hal personally for his strong participation. Thanks, Hal.
Thanks, everybody. Unfortunately, the senator could not be here today because of pressing business back in New Jersey, but thanks so much for having us. I just wanted to be here to say a few words that, first of all, I'd just like to clarify that the senator is still pro-book. He's okay with the book fair. I don't want any misimpressions there. But, this event is very important to the senator because it really shows how far we've come in solar energy. In 2002, New Jersey had just a handful of solar installations. Today, we're approaching 11,000, and the Senator is very proud that he could play a part in making that happen and crafting federal policies to make it happen. Thank you to Roan for this great award and for the great work that Sia and all of you play in making the solar industry a success and the fastest growing industry in America right now. So thank you very much. I'll keep it short so we can see who won the architecture award. Thank you.
Well, Hal, stay up here because not only did the Senator do great work to keep our event here in Washington, but he also challenged the New Jersey teams when he saw the 2009 event. And he said, hey, how come there's not a New Jersey team in the Solar Decathlon? So at this time, I'd like to invite up to the stage Melanie Davidson and Jordan Tate from New Jersey. And, you know, the Parsons-Stevens, the Stevens side of that, Stevens Institute of Technology is also from New Jersey. So is there a representative from Stevens up here? Oh, okay, come on up. And what we have is a gift for the Senator, and will Elizabeth Neigert also come up? Because this is really on behalf of all of the teams here.
Thanks, Rich. How's everyone doing? Okay, well, I think I can speak for most of the decathletes, and most certainly for Team New Jersey, in saying that the past 2 weeks have been some of the most exhausting of our lives, but at the same time, they've been the most gratifying. We've learned about the technical ins and outs of building a smart, sustainable home, but moreover, we've learned how important it is to be a leader in a movement that is critical for our nation's future. A little over a year and a half ago, as Richard stated, Senator Menendez challenged our state universities to become a part of the Solar Decathlon. And we think the invitation was especially apropos, considering that until now there have been no other New Jersey universities in the decathlon. We appreciate both Hal Connolly and the Senator for campaigning for the green movement, and would like to extend our sincerest gratitude for bringing this kind of awareness to the public. We want to thank the Senator and his constituencies for posing the Solar Decathlon as a challenge for our universities, as it has certainly changed the future of the students and the people involved, as well as the surrounding states and countries. Team New Jersey is very happy to be a part of the Solar Decathlon, and we're very happy to have our house in our home state at the Liberty Science Center, and we think the Senator has been a very big part of that. So thanks again.
In addition, we would like to thank you, as well as Richard and other competition organizers, for presenting us with this challenge to compete in the Solar Decathlon. Doing so has really given us the opportunity to put our skills to the test. At Stevens Institute of Technology, we feel as though that this challenge isn't just about a competition, but it's about how innovation and technology can make housing more durable and valuable for a first-time homeowner. We are working to bring the concepts used from this project back to New Jersey so that we can increase energy independence amongst people who need it the most. This project has allowed Stevens to collaborate not only with our teammates Parsons and Milano, but also with Habitat for Humanity, Washington, D.C. agencies, and the Deanwood community to build the first net zero home in D.C. We wouldn't be in this position without your support in keeping us on the National Mall, and we are truly thankful.
So on behalf of all the decathletes, we'd like to thank Senator Menendez for helping us remain in this iconic site on the National Mall. And we'd like to present a picture of all the decathletes with our signatures so that he can be reminded of our general thanks and support.
The Senator wanted me to roll a little video that he prepared for this occasion and to thank again all you students for all your hard work in this tremendous event. So I think we can roll the video. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you in person, but it has been an honor to play a part in this year's Solar Decathlon competition. I'm thrilled our hard work has paid off and the competition is still taking place in the heart of the Capitol. In particular, I want to thank Richard King and Betsy Howell-Black from the Department of Energy for making this event possible, and Roan Resch, who has been a tireless advocate for the solar industry and for the Solar Decathlon in particular. The Solar Decathlon is truly an amazing event for so many reasons. It showcases the solar industry, the fastest growing industry in the nation. It brings the best and brightest innovators from around the world in several different disciplines and an incredible display of state-of-the-art design and technology. And it's an important educational venue for the public to learn about the solar industry. But the true essence of what makes the event great is that it gives us all hope. Hope that whatever partisan politics is blocking progress on climate change, that whatever interests and industries want to block the expansion of clean, renewable energy, progress continues. Innovation, hard work, and the imagination of our young leaders is unstoppable and cannot be held back no matter how much money or power polluting industries have. I've always found this competition inspiring, but in the past it has always been something that's very important to me, but something's been missing. And that missing piece is a competitor from New Jersey. So in 2009, I issued a public challenge to New Jersey's universities. 3 schools on 2 teams answered the challenge. Rutgers University and the New Jersey Institute of Technology joined forces to form Team New Jersey. And Stevens Institute of Technology worked with partners Parsons and the New School from across the Hudson River to build the Empower House. I could not be more proud that these incredible schools have answered this challenge and today are proudly representing New Jersey. Of course, as proud as I was about our New Jersey entries, I was discouraged that there were efforts to move the competition off the mall. I thought it would send the wrong message at a time when we should be promoting solar energy and green jobs for the future. And I was proud to work alongside student competitors to push, cajole, argue, even shame certain officials to reverse their decision and find a place on the National Mall for this competition. And together, we won a big victory before the competition even began. So again, I'm sorry I couldn't be with you, but thank you all for your work and your sacrifice to make this competition a success. And thank you for the photo signed by all of the competitors to commemorate this competition. It will hold a place of honor in my office. Good luck, enjoy the competition, and don't forget to have some fun as well.
Wow, that was a great message. Be sure to tell him for us. Okay, now for the architecture contest, teams are required to design and build attractive, high-performance houses that integrate solar energy and energy efficiency technologies seamlessly into the design. A jury of professional architects evaluates architectural elements, holistic design, lighting, inspiration, and documentation such as drawings and project manuals. I'd like to thank our architecture contest jury this year, Paul Hutton, Michelle Kaufman, and Bob Schubert for filling out that architecture jury, going around from house to house over 2 days. I went and saw them Saturday morning. It was early. They were deliberating. They deliberated for about 4 hours into the afternoon, so I don't even know who's in the envelopes over there. But they were extremely impressed with all your work and told me it was really a hard decision. Unfortunately, none of these jury members could be here today, so I asked Dennis Andraco, Vice President of the American Institute of Architects here in Washington, D.C., to help us present the Architecture Awards on the jurors' behalf. So Dennis, please join me up here at the podium. And you can read, and he's going to read the comments starting with third place.
Thank you, Richard, and thank you everyone for the honor and pleasure of being here today to represent the AIA and recognize the architecture contest winners. Jury members are not here, as was just mentioned. Maybe that's a safe bet, maybe not, I don't know, but I'm here on their behalf, and again, it is an honor. But also to be here in this room with you all, our future leaders, as you mark your journey forward into, I think, a lot of challenge, but also a lot of opportunity. The jurors for the contest would like me to say how inspired they were by all of the decathlon projects this year. And while most of their deliberations were conducted, I understand, in the rain, their spirits were not dampened, but rather constantly rejuvenated by the enthusiasm of the decathlete presenters. Not only were the students enthusiastic, they were highly professional and passionate about their projects. Another observation that became clear to the jury was how the overall quality of the projects has evolved from the very first decathlon in 2002. Impeccable detailing, excellent craftsmanship, and inspired innovation have become the norm rather than the exception. Somebody just got a text. Maybe that's an early result. I don't know. The Solar Decathlon continues to be a source of inspiration to us all, extending its realm of influence like a branching network connecting students with bright ideas and innovative exploration to consumers, to industry, and to our respective professions. This is what keeps the decathlon vibrant, and the architecture jury wishes the competition a long and healthy life and a prosperous journey toward a sustainable future. This year's teams have managed to raise the bar even higher and have made the job of judging, as was just mentioned, the architecture contest extremely difficult for the jury, which tried to find subtle but yet significant distinctions that separates the first from the second and the second from the third. The top three projects span the globe, each celebrating its unique regional influences and climatic differences. So with that, let's get down to it. Our third place winner demonstrated just how spacious a 1,000 square foot dwelling can be. Every room in this house is well proportioned and right-sized for normal and routine daily use. It's organized around a central open space shaded with photovoltaic panels. The jury was enamored with the use of its exterior siding and the projected low-maintenance lifespan of some 80 years. Talk about service life. Okay, the jury was also delighted by their outdoor spaces, which created an experience that is truly memorable.
Yeah, hold that and give it to the team. And third place, architecture, goes to Appalachian State University. Yeah. So they're going to say a word and then we'll do a photo. So someone can say something, bring your team.
So I want to thank everyone, including the judges. We are so thrilled to be here. Thank you for acknowledging the integration of solar panels and architecture is something we really want to push for in the future of architecture and design. So thank you for this opportunity. We're thrilled.
I want to get in it.
Well, congratulations. Let's go on to our second place winner. Second place winner impressed the jurors with its clever floor plan, judicious use of natural materials, and an inventive approach to sustainability. The house connects with the exterior environment in an easy, casual manner, benefiting its intended location and use. Achieving well-balanced illumination with an absolute minimum of lighting power use, this house is incredibly welcoming and comfortable at night. Richard?
And second place, architecture, goes to New Zealand, Victoria University.
Well, I just want to say, thank you to all you guys. The hospitality that you've shown us over the last week has just been phenomenal. And, we really enjoyed meeting everyone and going through the other houses. I have to say the designs have been awesome, exceptional designs. And so it's been a real honour to be a part of this neighbourhood. Thank you.
Yeah.
And now our first place winner. While acknowledging the importance of conserving energy and achieving a net zero status, this house convincingly celebrates that most other precious resources, especially a resource of water, is important. As the project name suggests, the house makes visible and fascinating the pathway of water from the sky to the roof to the ground. There it is treated as a rare and life-giving commodity, nourishing a variety of gardens, planting beds, and green screens. The theme is even extended into those components of the house that rely on water, such as the bathroom and the kitchen. Notable energy-conserving features are the super-insulated exterior walls, translucent clerestory panels, and passive dehumidifying systems. The exterior lighting beautifully accents the strong architectural forms and welcomes the visitor inside. The house invites you to enter and explore. Richard.
And first place for architecture goes to University of Maryland. Yeah.
So they pushed me forward, so I have to pull it together. Thank you guys so much. This is such an awesome competition. We're all really excited to be here. We were all really excited to tell our story, especially for this region, and this is awesome. So thank you guys.
Oh, wait. So, in honor of... We're going to, yeah, another photo. So in honor of all the sun we have today, we have the sunglasses. First place, architecture. I can't see with these. Well, of course. Gotta be in. Okay, wait, one more. Everybody on the count of 3. Point south. Quick, south. We're crazy. Crazy. So, hey, there was lots of food out there, so you can stay. We've got the place till 4:30, which is another 45 minutes. Buses will be at the other circle from where they left you off, so go around the other side to get down to buses. They'll take us down there. And I have score sheets here available for the teams, which I tell you, I have one for each team. In any media here, if you want to see the standings all the way through. It was really tight, folks. So I'll have those here in a second. So thank you so much for coming, having fun with us here today. Thanks again to Senator Tehel, but Senator Menendez and all the teams. Have a good afternoon and have a great dinner party tonight. So thank you. We're here with the University of Maryland team that just won Best Architecture. How's it feel?
Really exciting. We're just so proud to be here today and to have this opportunity.
Yeah,
we're really grateful.
What do you think was the key to getting the first place award?
I hope it was a combination of just how we integrated architecture, engineering with our message and our story about water as well as energy.
Yeah, it was a great theme for Watershed. The jury really appreciated that. So who's your head architect here?
We're all team leaders.
Yeah. Okay. No one wants to take credit for this? No, all team.
Taking team credit.
Yeah,
we all
okay.
worked equally hard on every aspect of it, and it really, truly was a team effort.
Yeah. So I think it popped you back up in the first place. So what do you think about being in first place too? All right. Hey, thanks and congratulations. Job well done.